Is this going to be a happy video? Is this going to be a sad video? Honestly, right now, I haven't got a clue. Hello and welcome back to Bug Rounds. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So, long story short guys, I have a parcel here and I have no idea if the contents of what's inside is still going to be alive. So, I'm putting this video out there just to give you some warnings of the risks of buying live animals from eBay. Now, I've never bought my teas from eBay, but I have bought various stick insects from eBay and a few other things. And it's always been hunky-dory, it's always been great, but the problem is when they don't supply you the next day delivery or so on. And I'm not actually eBay savvy, so even if they've wrote in a description that if you would like to pay more to have this delivered this way, I don't get it. I don't know how. I click through, it gives me the options, I take it. Like that's just the way it works for me. I don't really use eBay that often. So I ordered a parcel of stick insects. The person was absolutely lovely. They actually contacted me asking if I would like another species as well that was going cheap, and I said yeah, why not, no problem. So it was posted first class. Now every single time I have ordered these animals from eBay on first class, it's always arrived the next day. Next day came, I sat and I waited and I waited and I waited, and then the postman came with letters. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and I thought, you know what, maybe the seller hasn't sent them yet, or maybe there is a delay. So it gets to 2:25 PM when I have to leave to go and get my bus and get my daughter from school. 2:25 PM I left, and I know that exactly because that's the time I always leave, because the bus is at 2:30. Then I receive this card. Look at the time. Look at the time the postman arrived. 2:29. 4 minutes after I had to leave my house, the Royal Mail Service decide to post this. Now, it's not next day before 1 PM, so I can't really blame them, but it is still a risk that you take, especially in cold weather like this. So this is something to bear in mind on eBay. If you are going to buy and there isn't the option for next day delivery, maybe it's best to contact the seller about a heat pack, or maybe it's best to make sure that for at least the next 2 days someone is going to be permanently home. So I've had to wait till the following day again now, so these have now been in transit the night it was posted and then the next night to pick up this parcel. Now I have to say that the seller was really good. They've put urgent on here, they've put live harmless creatures in transit, and it's on the back, and they have a return address, and this feels solid and secure. But the thing that may have killed these animals could potentially be the cold weather, or if the seller hasn't provided any food in here, which I'm pretty sure they have. So without further ado, we are going to open this parcel now, and we are going to see if these animals have survived the cold winter, and I'm just really hoping they have. So while I cut this open, I want to explain something. I wasn't actually going to show these animals for a while. They were going to be a part of a future video, and a future video was going to actually be to do with beginner stick insects and things like that, trying to steer away from your basic Indians, but give you some more interesting beginner species. I've kept these guys before in the past, but I haven't done for, well, since I started YouTube, so you haven't seen them on my channel. So, like I said, I wasn't going to show them, but I thought it's important to pop this video out, because right now, as you can see, I'm unpacking it right this second. I don't know what's happening, and whether they're alive or dead, it can still be a lesson to you. So, cardboard box within that paper, so that will give an extra layer to keep them slightly warmer, so that's good. Now I'm hoping that there's some packing in here. That's what we want to hope for. Some additional packing peanuts or newspaper or something to provide the animals additional warmth. And I hope that they're in tubs within here too. Okay, we've got some positivity now. she has in fact packed newspaper and some sort of cottony stuffing stuff. So the seller definitely has no faults here whatsoever. The other good thing is she gave me 2 species, and I was concerned that they would be in the same pot and I'd have to ID each nymph separately. More cotton underneath, but she hasn't. I'm saying she, I'm pretty sure it was a she. More stuffing at the other end of the box. So she's provided warmth, she has provided secure packing, and these are pretty solid tubs in here too. So I'm going to have a look first, because I know I have some younger audiences and I don't know if they'd want to particularly see if an insect has died. So I'm going to have a quick look at these myself and then I'll show you what's in there. Oh, 1 second before I do that. I've got a lovely little card here. I'll read that to you in just a moment. Oh, nice one. There's definitely at least one alive in there because I can see through. So this, I'm covering it at the minute, has got like a green meshy towely type thing on it, so I can't see through properly, but I can see one on there, but it's what's written on there that's great. Right, this is looking positive, very, very positive. Through the bottom, right, we've got at least half of these are alive. I haven't seen any dead ones yet anyway, but there's quite a lot alive in here. Now we're going to go on to the second one. Oh, nice one. Oh yeah, definitely alive. Definitely alive and kicking. I tell you what, I'm proud of this seller. Let me go through why. So it's a happy video after all. Let me show you how cool this seller is, right? She's left me a card and a lovely little note. Many thanks for purchasing stick insect nymphs. I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. Could you please let us know when they arrive, safe and sound? And if you are happy with your purchase, would you be so kind to leave me feedback? Packing fantastic. Communication fantastic. Now what I actually did was originally I purchased these. Now these are Lamponeus guerini nymphs. They are awesome little guys, and she's actually made sure she wrote the guerini on here, nymphs, so I knew which one it was. Various sizes, times 40, and she's put what food plant that they mostly eat, or what food plant she's been feeding them, which in this case is the bramble. Now the cool thing is, I actually bought these, she's got lots on there, I bought these as I'm overstocked. Message me how many you want. So I just sent her a message saying, okay, can I just have whatever you're willing to give me for this price? Now, I have paid what I would normally pay for around 6 to 10 nymphs, and she has given me 40. So massive thanks. Awesome woman. Now if you want to go and buy anything off her, make sure you get the one that does say how many you want, if that's the option you want. Otherwise she does do set amounts too. Now she said to me afterwards, I've got another species that I am overstocked on. I can give you a similar amount for the same price. So I said yeah. So we look under here, it says Artian nymphs. Now that's the Artian asperimus, and she's given me 40 plus in here and put on the food bramble. Let's have a look. You see, that's how I knew they were alive and well. She's got a bit of tissue that's good to give them moisture, and it's good to have them to cling onto as well during transit. I tend to pack mine all the way along the bottom. She probably did do that originally, and then I normally put the food plants into. The only thing she's done slightly different to how I would is I normally put still some of the branch of the bramble in there, so they've got more to cling on to, and then these little guys in here. Now what I'll do, I'm going to open these tubs briefly. I'll give you a close-up of a couple of nymphs, but then we're going to call it a day, because I want to feature these when they've grown on a little bit more and to give you a bit more information about them. So these are the Lamponeus guerini stick insects. So this one is a slightly more grown on nymph. They can take on some beautiful colorations. They tend to stick roughly the same when they're adult, but when they're younger you can see there's a darker one there. If I move into the pot here, we've got really interesting looking one here. Pure white stripe, slightly blackish, legs, with the brown around the edge. Now you can get these in a sort of lichen morph as well, which is something really cool. I'm pretty sure they go back to normal as adults. I've never succeeded with these to keep that morph, but it's something that I'm certainly going to try. Let's check out the others. Ho ho ho, these are going frantic. Stay in the pot please. Wow, now this is cool. So here we are. These are also known as Saba Thorny. You'll be able to see why when they're a little bit older. Now I'm trying to keep my eye on these guys more than the camera here, so I'm sorry if it wobbles a bit, but look, they are going frantic. Beautiful, easy species as long as you can keep up some humidity levels. These guys are pretty simple. There, look, that one has taken on. Come on, focus, focus on the pretty one. Now this is the one that I wanted you to see. Now these can also take on that same morph. Again, tend to go back to brown as adults. Something I'm going to try and adapt to a few more of these nymphs. But look at that. Oh, it's coming up my arm, hang on. I'm struggling to get a good view for you. That should do. I'm sorry if it keeps unfocusing, but kind of stretching my arm out as far as I can and holding the camera backwards is quite difficult. But yeah. Anyway, I don't want to give out too much more information on these or show too much more because of future videos. So, bye dude. I'm sorry if the audio went funny in that last clip where I was actually had the nymph coming up my arm. The camera was here, like I'm using a bow and arrow. So my voice, my mouth was so close to the camera, so I do apologise if the audio went really mental there. And I know this was just a really basic video with not much to show, but I didn't want to open this box without you guys seeing what could have potentially been the consequences of me not being home for that entire day. And I also just wanted to share how unlucky I was by missing the postman by 4 minutes. So don't let this put you off buying from eBay. Just make sure that you or somebody is going to be home the following day, all day, because you don't want to have a mistake like me. This could have been crucial. I could have lost over 80 insects there. 80 pets could have potentially died because I left the house, basically. I had to get my daughter from school, but I've never had the postman come that late before. So yeah, just an informative video, so please make sure that you're being responsible when buying on eBay. I hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to seeing these guys in their very own special videos in the future, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys, take care, bye bye.